Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. I'm so thrilled you're tuning in today because we are looking at something, well, something truly massive. We're going to break down the incredible opening 5 minutes of the Iron Legacy script. This is a story that takes concepts we think we understand, stuff like grief, technology, and superhero lore, and just twists them into this completely new, mind-bending cosmic narrative. We're going to use the text straight from the source to guide us through the absolute genius of this opening. So let's dive right in and see exactly how the multiverse awakens.
Okay, so our story actually starts in total pitch black darkness. The script specifically calls for a completely black screen, accompanied by just the sound of an echoing heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump. It's so raw, right? Deeply human. And then we hear that iconic voice of Tony Stark saying, "If you're listening to this, it means I couldn't be there, but science never really says goodbye." Wow. It perfectly sets the emotional theme of legacy for everything that's about to follow. It's this powerful reminder that while the creator might be gone, his work, his science, his entire impact, it all remains. Science doesn't say goodbye, it just passes the baton to the next generation.
Moving into Section 1, the Stark legacy lives on.
We transition from that dark, heartbeat-filled void into this absolutely beautiful sunrise over New York, where we meet Morgan Stark, Tony's daughter. She's standing on the rooftop of a very futuristic research academy. Now, pay attention to the visual storytelling here. She's framed right against the sunrise, literally symbolizing a new dawn for the world. But at the same time, she's physically tethered to her past. She's wearing this small arc reactor-shaped pendant around her neck. She whispers to her dad, fighting back tears on her very first day as a research assistant. It's just a brilliant way to show us her emotional state. She's moving forward, yeah, but she's carrying the heavy, deeply personal weight of her father's memory with her.
Now for Section 2, building hope, not machines.
Inside this academy, there's this unprecedented gathering of human intellect. Students aren't just learning the basics here. They are mastering robotics, artificial intelligence, medicine, quantum engineering, and nanotechnology, all under one roof. The script points out that the world's absolute brightest young minds are studying these disciplines together under one legendary professor. Think about that. This isn't just a school. It's a literal incubator for the future of human survival.
And when the classroom door opens, in walks Peter Parker. But wait, this isn't the young, kinetic, swinging from buildings superhero the world remembers. He's evolved. He's now an older, much calmer scientist, an engineer, and a legendary teacher. The script emphasizes this huge evolution with a very deliberate physical action. Peter literally takes his old Spider-Man mask and places it inside a drawer. The era of punching bad guys in the streets, that's over for him. He has become something entirely different.
Looking out at his confused students, Peter delivers his core philosophy, saying, "Today, we don't build machines, we build hope." Honestly, that's a powerful thesis statement for this entire explainer. And watching from the sidelines is Morgan Stark. She's watching him proudly, and the script gives us this beautiful internal parallel. She remembers how her father Tony once believed in Peter. Now the roles have totally shifted. Peter is the mentor, and he believes in her. The cycle of mentorship just continues.
But the script is super careful to remind us that all this high-level science, it's ultimately meant to serve fragile human lives. Fast forward hours later to the Innovation Lab, and we get this deeply poignant, intimate hospital scene. There's a little girl holding flowers. Her mother is dying from an incurable disease. The little girl admits that her mommy is scared. Morgan kneels down, hugs her, and quietly admits, "So am I." It's just a stunning moment of raw human vulnerability. And Peter, watching from the doorway, is instantly transported back to another hospital, another goodbye, and the loss of his own father figure, Tony. It grounds all these massive sci-fi concepts right back in shared universal grief.
Which brings us to Section 3, the secret quantum reactor. Deep beneath this bustling lab lies a secret room, completely filled with thousands of holograms. These are Tony's unfinished inventions, and when the room is finally accessed, a specific hologram of Tony activates, leaving us with a staggering revelation. He says, "If Morgan ever opens this room, she'll know I wasn't building another suit. I was building tomorrow." Talk about shattering the world's expectations of Iron Man, right? He wasn't preparing for another physical war. He was trying to secure the future of the human race.
Hidden beneath the floor is a quantum reactor. But here's the catch. This isn't powered by electricity. It's powered by something that should be scientifically impossible: memories, love, and human neural resonance. Tony didn't just discover a new physical element. He somehow found a way to actually quantify and harness human emotion itself as a power source. It is a revelation so staggering that Peter can only quietly ask, "Tony, what did you discover?"
All right, hold on to your seats for Section 4, Dr. Doom Breaks Reality. We are suddenly ripped far away from Earth because a catastrophic multiversal anomaly is tearing through existence itself. Reality is literally cracking, galaxies are bending, and time is folding like paper. We've instantly shifted from the microcosm of a hospital room straight into macro-cosmic horror.
Striding right through these collapsing universes is a lonely figure, wearing familiar, damaged Iron Man armor. But with every single step he takes, he is destroying entire timelines. When his helmet slowly opens, the eyes inside are just filled with grief. For this variant, hope hasn't fueled a school or a quantum reactor. No, his hope has become a dangerous, world-ending obsession.
And the script makes it incredibly clear. The eyes inside that suit do not belong to the Tony Stark that Morgan and Peter remember. As reality collapses all around him, the universe itself whispers one name, Dr. Doom. It's a bone-chilling reveal. It sets up an antagonist motivated by the exact same grief that our heroes are experiencing, but he's channeling it into multiversal destruction.
That leads us right into Section 5, the global tech collapse. Back at the Academy's laboratory, the impact of this hits Earth like a massive earthquake. Emergency alarms are echoing as every single computer suddenly shuts down and all artificial intelligence systems just fail. Simultaneously up in orbit, satellites instantly lose communication, and perhaps most terrifyingly of all, hospitals around the world go completely dark. Doctors are suddenly forced to operate on patients by hand, engineers are rushing around, scientists are panicking, the very technological foundation of humanity is wiped out in seconds.
Morgan stares at the dead monitors, starting to realize the impossible scale of this event. She notes that this definitely isn't a cyber attack. Peter turns his attention to the quantum reactor, his confusion rapidly turning into pure cosmic dread as the realization hits him. He says, it's someone knocking on reality itself. They're realizing that the fundamental rules of their universe are under active siege.
And finally, Section 6, Saving Humanity Over Legacy. At that exact moment, the hidden quantum reactor emits one final pulse. Tony's hologram flickers on for just a single second. He smiles, sadly, obviously knowing exactly what this event means. He delivers this fading, desperate warning. If this message is playing, then the multiverse has finally found you. Morgan, Peter, don't save my legacy, save humanity. Boom! The mission has completely shifted. This isn't about honoring the past anymore, it is 100% about ensuring survival.
As the hologram disappears forever, the script paints this quiet, absolutely devastating character moment. The room falls completely silent, except for the dying sound of the failing reactor. Morgan physically collapses, falling to her knees and clutching that arc reactor pendant we saw at the very beginning. Peter gently places a comforting hand on her shoulder. No one speaks. In this agonizing silence, the entire weight of the universe has just fallen directly onto their shoulders.
And as they share that heavy silence in the dark, the script cuts to the outside world. The sky violently tears open with brilliant, apocalyptic blue lightning. The script tells us that the future has officially arrived and it is carrying both hope and unimaginable pain.
And that is where the screen fades to black and the title card drops, leaving us with one massive, devastating question. When reality tears open, can hope survive unimaginable pain? It perfectly summarizes the core conflict of this incredible opening, pitting the fragile, emotional resilience of Morgan and Peter right against the overwhelming, reality-breaking grief of Dr. Doom. I really hope this explainer helped you grasp the profound depth of this script. It's an absolute masterclass in blending character-driven emotion with multiversal stakes. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.